Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing very well. Thank you for stopping back again to my channel. My name is Blessing. If you're seeing me for the very first time, I and my husband, we are a team and we have an agency called the Global Educational Services. So we are agents and we process students admission. So whichever African country that you are from and you want to come for this fall semester, which is September/October, you want to come and study in North Cyprus for this semester, kindly contact us through the medium that is displayed on the screen, whichever place I put it, whether whichever place I put it, kindly contact us and we'll process your admission. Everything will go smoothly. And this semester is promising to be a very big semester. I'm having students from countries that I've never had before: Somalia, Bujiti, all these places. So what are you waiting for? Whichever African country or Asia, whatever, you want to study in North Cyprus, hearing all this information that have been pouring down all through this week and everything, all through last week, I've been telling you guys the benefit of studying in North Cyprus and everything, which are tangible and concrete reasons. So feel free to contact me and the rest will be history. Let's get into today's video. So in today's video, I'll be talking about, let me just generalize it, sponsoring or sponsorship. So I'll break it down based on how it's just flowing through my head. So but it's about sponsoring, but I believe I'm going to make a very good title that you will get to understand it very well, or I'll be putting some subtitle on the screen. So, and basically most of my videos that I do are based on you guys' need. Like when you ask me some questions, I will feel like, oh, this is an important stuff to address and share the light to other people. So again, this information, these questions have been coming to me from different students about who can sponsor them, about sponsorship, so many personal things about sponsoring. So I just felt like, okay, let's just do this sponsorship video, so that you get to know whichever position that you are in. Okay, so first of all, so let me talk about sponsoring. So in terms of somebody sponsoring you to come and study in North Cyprus, obviously there are a lot of it. There are even governments can sponsor group of people from a locality. Private sector also does it in this North Cyprus. Government send people to come and study in North Cyprus. Private sector does that. Even philanthropies do send people time to time to sponsor them, come to North Cyprus and study. Then again, family members, friends, all those things, then it happens on a regular basis. So let me talk about if someone that wants to sponsor you that is not your relative. Okay, this is top on the list. I have people like that contacted me on that. So if you have somebody that wants to sponsor you to come to North Cyprus and that person is not your relative, so how will the person be able to show the bond that he has with you, that shows that he will be the one, or she will be the one, to cater for your whole stuff here in North Cyprus? It's a very simple thing. A letter. Your sponsor will write a letter telling his intention. It mustn't be, it doesn't need to be, that's how I operate. Like that is how I tell people, and it goes through for them. You don't need to write too much grammar, because nobody really have the time to start reading all those your stories and everything. You can just say, hi, I am this. You just like give a highlight of who you are. That's your name, your position. That I'm talking about the sponsor now. Your name, the position, what you do and everything. That this person is. It's not necessary to say this person is this to me. You can just say this person. You put the person name. I will be the one in charge of her education, blah 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 blah. If you need any more details about me, you can contact me through my email or my WhatsApp number, my phone number, basically. Now, if the embassy or whichever person that you're sending the letter to, if they have any further questioning or any further information they want to get, they can reach your sponsor. That they can reach you now, the sponsor, because I'm talking about the sponsor writing this letter. They can reach you now, the sponsor, if they have anything. But on a regular case, they don't really ask back, or they don't really check back. So in most case scenario, they don't really even check back to email the sponsor or call the sponsor, except on the rare cases, which everything there's something is there's always a possibility of it happening. But in most situations, once you just lay your stuff correctly, very short and brief, your name, what you do as the sponsor, that's the name of the sponsor, what the sponsor does, and the intention. Oh, I intend to cover this person's blah 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 blah. Finish. You don't even need to state your relationship with the person. Just say, I want to be the one in charge of this, my bank details, because obviously as a sponsor you put your bank details. So all those things, when they see it and they know that everything is legit and good to go, they don't bother. They don't just bother. So that is one thing. For those of you that are asking me about this, your sponsor mustn't be your relative. Because how would they even know that is your relative? Because, for example, some people answer different names, even siblings. I had one student from Kenya. They were sisters and sisters, but they were answering different surnames. So there is no serious thing to know that. As in, what I'm trying to say is that people that are even related, their names don't tally. So that means, to show you that this sponsorship of a thing is that it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be related to this individual or something. You can sponsor whoever you want to sponsor. Like I said, government body do sponsor people to North Cyprus. Even politicians does, which is also part of government. Churches, philanthropists, private individual, personal people, they just do it. So it's not really a big deal, but it's just for you to know how to state yourself and everything. Okay, so then again, let me now talk about if the person is related to you. If the person is related to you, maybe your uncle, then if you remember my other statement, I said that if the person is not related to you, there's no need of even putting the relationship. You just put the student's name. But if the person is related to you, you can now go as far as, after saying your name as a sponsor, then you can now go as far as, oh, this is my niece, this is my nephew, or this is my compound person, something like that, so that they can even see more closer bond why you want to sponsor this person, and just put your bank details and everything. That's just fine. That's completely just fine. Okay, there's no big deal about this sponsorship thing. But when you don't understand how it goes, you'll be like, oh, scared or something, or what would they ask? They don't ask anything. So far, you bring that sponsorship letter and also the bank statement as the sponsor, your sponsorship letter and the bank statement, and that's all. So if you're doing it for your relative, you state it there that this is my relative and everything, and I'm going to be the one in charge of sponsoring this person. Okay, so the next point I'll be talking about, if you as the applicant, if you as the student, you're the one sponsoring yourself, then now it's another ball game. And most frequently is always a master degree student. Is always student that wants to do their masters, they are self-sponsored. That one is, it just made things very easy, because you're the one sponsoring yourself. That's all that that's all that it is. Like, there is no big deal about that. It makes the thing easy. When there will be a little like, what's going on here, suspect or something, is when you're an undergraduate student and you want to be the one sponsoring yourself, in terms of providing a sponsorship letter. Okay, then it's kind of fishy, because number one, like, if you know, I'll put that video up there. North Cyprus, there is an age limit for undergraduate, and with that age limit, in African context, you're not necessarily able to have that kind of sufficient money to fund yourself, to sponsor yourself, then it looks fishy. But obviously there are them 23 years, 25 years that are doing very well. I'm not saying that you cannot do it. I'm just saying that in that case, in that case, what you have to do, you have to make your petition. Don't take this word too serious. You just have to write the letter and describe what you're doing and why you're able to get this kind of money to sponsor yourself. Because you know the norms is that undergraduate, oh, is 16 years, 15 years, 20. So that young age, you're expected to have somebody shouldering everything for you. So that is it. But if your case is different, you just write the letter, talk about what you do and how you were able to get all those money to help yourself and all those things, and that's really fine. Let me put this out there. But first of all, if you're gaining value from this video, just what are you waiting for? Just thumbs up, like the video, okay? Just like, and if you've not subscribed, just press the subscribe button, press the button, the bell button there, so that you'll be notified, okay? So just go ahead and encourage me, like the video, subscribe while you're watching. So then again, I wanted to put this out there. This sponsorship that I'm talking about and this sponsorship letter is for those that is needed. If your case need this, most countries like Nigeria, Cameroon, all those countries them that do not need visa to come to North Cyprus, you don't need any sponsorship letter or something. I have to put this out there before those of you that are from this country now you start asking me all those questions. No, it's for country that need that need transit visa, country like Ghana that they need transit visa to come to North Cyprus. Then you will now provide this sponsorship letter, bank statement and all those things, okay? But if your country do not need visa, this video as a whole doesn't concern you. It doesn't concern you, okay? So I just wanted to make that out there and make it clear so that you don't get confused that, oh, she talked about sponsorship, so do I need sponsorship letter or something? No, you don't need. If you're not using transit visa to North Cyprus, you don't need it. If you're from Kenya, if you're from Nigeria, if you're from Cameroon, if you're from Sierra Leone, if you're from all these countries, you don't need it. But if your country needs transit visa, again, if your country needs transit visa, then it concerns you. If you're from Ghana, if you're from Zimbabwe, it concerns you because you need transit visa to come, which, like I always say, is very easy to get it. I've never seen anybody from this country that they denied the visa. Just bring your document, bring your school letter and everything that you got. They always get. Currently that I'm shooting this video, I have students from Zimbabwe that have already gotten their visa. This one said, wow, this one, I don't know whether maybe staying safe. I don't know whether some consulates that are watching my video, because I know there's one video that I said, such as the beginning of this fall admission period, I was just addressing that if you're from Zimbabwe, start doing your admission early and everything, your visa application early, so that it takes time. So I don't know whether somehow some people got to get this and got their hand into my videos, and this my Zimbabwe student that got his visa, it didn't take him up to I think about 1 week. 1 week he got his visa. So anyways, my point is that if you're from Zimbabwe, from Ghana, these are the countries that I remember now that do need visa, then this sponsorship talk that I'm talking concerns you. But if that is not the case, you do not need it, okay? So now let's talk about parents, obviously, which is the norms. If it's your parents that are sponsoring you, which is in most cases it is as easy as that. They'll put the sponsorship letter, write their name. Is their child, that's my son or my daughter. I'm the one, obviously. As a parent now, you have no option. You're the one sponsoring the child and all those things. So there is no big deal in that one. That one doesn't really need any bone of contention. You don't. I'm the father, I'm the mother, I'm the one shouldering the cost of all these things, blah 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 blah. Below is my bank statement, and that's it. That's just it. It's very easy, very simply, very understanding. Everything is just everybody knows all over the world, cut across every race. Parents are the ones always shouldering their children stuff and everything. So yeah, I can't say more than that. So, and I want to say something when it comes to this sponsorship, and this is going to be the last point that I want to use. Be aware, as a sponsor, be aware that if you are using your company, for example, you're using your company to sponsor someone, be aware that they will ask you for that, maybe your contract, all those stuff. Some country do ask, okay. And when it gets a little bit, how will I say, when they will start asking you more questions is when the company is not solely yours, you're like a partner and everything. Then you have to go into integrity. How many percent are you getting out from the company, all those kind of a thing. But basically what I'm trying to say is that if you're not using your personal account as a sponsor that wants to sponsor somebody, make sure that you have all this other documentation that a company owner has. And if it's just your own company, you're the owner of the company, very easy, because if they ask you for any paper, you have it. But if you're done like a joint partner stuff and everything, make sure that you're able to have access to some documents in case the embassy asks for it. Okay. And again, I just want to summarize here that this sponsorship talk that I'm talking about is for only countries that need transit visa, not for country like Nigeria, not for country like Sierra Leone, not for country like all these countries that do not need visa. You get? So it's just for countries that do need visa. Also, if you want to study here in North Cyprus, I am an agent. My husband and myself, we are agents in North Cyprus. Kindly contact us through the social media handles that you're seeing on the screen, Instagram, whichever one, email, contact us, and the rest will be history. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.